WWE SmackDown continues to be one of the most entertaining weekly wrestling shows in the world, and the September 5, 2025 edition was no exception. With the road to future premium live events heating up, the Blue brand delivered a mixture of exciting storylines, memorable matches, and some questionable creative choices that divided the WWE universe. Fans were left buzzing about some moments while scratching their heads over others. In this article, we'll break down 3 things we loved about SmackDown this week and 3 things we absolutely hated. Let's dive into the details of what made the show a must-watch, and where it still needs some serious improvements. 3 things we loved. 1. John Cena's emotional Chicago farewell. The night kicked off with an incredibly emotional moment as John Cena addressed the WWE Universe in Chicago. This was advertised as his final appearance in the city that has hosted some of his greatest battles. Cena's promo was heartfelt, filled with gratitude, humor, and a sense of closure. He reflected on his career, acknowledged the fans' loyalty, and even dropped some hints about what the future may hold for him outside the squared circle. The Chicago crowd responded with thunderous chants of, "Thank you, Cena," that echoed throughout the arena. This wasn't just a segment, it was a celebration of a man who carried WWE on his shoulders for nearly 2 decades. It was a reminder that moments like these are why we love wrestling. It's not just about the matches, it's about the emotional connection between performer and audience. Cena delivered one of his best promos in years, leaving fans misty-eyed and nostalgic. 2. A show-stealing main event. The main event of SmackDown saw LA Knight and Cody Rhodes team up against Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso in a tag team war that had the crowd on its feet. The Bloodline storyline has been running for years, and while some fans worry about fatigue, matches like this prove why it's still so compelling. Cody Rhodes and LA Knight had undeniable chemistry, both connecting with the audience in different ways, Cody with his emotional storytelling, and Knight with his charisma and catchphrases. On the other side, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso played their heel roles to perfection, drawing boos every time they gained momentum. The finishing sequence, which saw Rhodes hit the crossroads followed by Knight's BFT, gave the babyfaces a much-needed victory. It was a classic feel-good ending that sent fans home happy while still keeping the Bloodline saga alive. 3. Women's Division Spotlight. Another highlight of SmackDown was the emphasis on the women's division. WWE gave significant time to both a singles match and a backstage storyline involving the women, which hasn't always been the case in recent weeks. Io Sky vs. Bianca Belair delivered a pay-per-view level contest on free television. Both women are among the most athletic performers in WWE today, and they showcased incredible chemistry inside the ring. The match told a compelling story of strength versus speed, with near falls that had the crowd fully invested. Meanwhile, backstage segments teased tension between Bayley and Asuka, planting seeds for future rivalries. This layered storytelling was refreshing, proving that the women's division can shine when given the platform. 3 things we hated. 1. Overbooked midcard storylines. While the main event scene continues to thrive, the midcard has been cluttered with confusing feuds and half-baked storylines. The segment involving The Miz, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller felt unnecessarily dragged out, with too many interruptions and not enough clear direction. The crowd quickly lost interest as the promos became repetitive. WWE needs to streamline its midcard storytelling. Fans want compelling rivalries, not filler segments that feel like they're buying time. 2. Repetitive Bloodline drama. Yes, the main event was great, but at the same time, some fans are growing tired of the Bloodline saga. The same themes of betrayal, loyalty, and family conflict have been recycled for months, and while the wrestlers involved always deliver, creative needs to find fresh ways to present the story. Friday's show featured yet another backstage confrontation between Paul Heyman, Solo, and Jimmy, with nothing truly new being revealed. For longtime viewers, it feels like déjà vu. WWE risks damaging one of its greatest storylines if they continue to stretch it without major developments. 3. Lack of focus on rising stars. Perhaps the biggest disappointment of the night was the absence of strong booking for WWE's younger talent. Stars like Carmelo Hayes, Dragon Lee, and Santos Escobar were barely featured, and when they were, it felt rushed. With veterans like Cena stepping away and legends eventually slowing down, WWE needs to build its future stars now. Fans are ready for new main eventers, but this week's SmackDown leaned too heavily on established names, leaving the next generation in the shadows.